Very good morning, guys, from Istanbul, Turkey. Right now we are in Eminönü, which is one of the main hubs here where all the trams and all the boats are meeting. And we have a beautiful views actually to the Galata Tower, which is in a distance right here. And we also have a beautiful mosque just behind us on the left side. And this time what I want to do actually take you to the Asian side. Most of the people who comes to Istanbul, they mostly hang around in Galata area, Taksim, Sultanahmet, but they don't realize that there's another world which is basically Asian side, and which consists of actually different towns. But today we're gonna go to the Kadikoy, which is one of my favorite places in Istanbul to explore, which is less touristic and it's more local life, and I want to show you that. But first we might want to our shoes to be cleaned, which is one of the iconic things to do in Istanbul, in Turkey in general. You find this little corners where they actually can fix your shoes and they can give you a new rope and stuff like that. So we're gonna go check out with the gentleman and try to clean our shoes. Assalamu alaikum. Nasılsınız?
Teşekkür ederim, hoş geldiniz.
Oturun, rahatsız olmayın. Ben de iyiyim, çok iyiyim. Çok teşekkür ederim. Benim ayakkabıları temizleme şansımız var mı?
Var.
Okay. I just asked him if we have a chance to clean the shoes. What we're gonna do actually take it off and then we can put the sleepers. Çok teşekkürler. Fiyat ne kadar?
Fiyat 50 lira.
50. Tamam.
Evet.
Teşekkürler.
Sağ olun.
So we are getting charged 50 lira, which actually in Sultanahmet I did this for 30 liras, so it's a little bit more expensive here, but that's fine. So let's see how the process will go on. So this gentleman has a nice shop. You can see you can find all fixations for your shoes problems. If you want to lift it up, if you want to change the bottom of it, if you want to get some other stuff, possible. You can also change the shoes ropes if you like, and he's putting some cream to clean it up. These are really old shoes, so çok eski ayakkabı.
Evet.
Bu son birkaç gün giyeceğim bunu.
Evet. Ama içi gitmiş yani, içini
Evet,
değiştirelim. Evet. İçini değiştirelim, birkaç gün rahat et yani.
Yok, gerek yok. Zaten yenisini alacağım. I will buy the new one, so it's okay. İsminiz ne?
Eyvallah, sağ olasın. Feyzi Usta.
Feyzi Usta.
Evet.
Feyzi Usta, kaç yıldır burada çalışıyorsunuz?
54 yıl.
54 yıldır buradasınız.
Evet.
Vay.
Evet.
Çok güzel. So the gentleman is actually working here 54 years. How cool is that? Working for 54 years. 54 yıl Eminönü'nde mi sadece?
Burada
Sadece
bu
burada.
işe başladım. Bak, resmim de var.
Ah, so this is his picture.
Benim gençliğim de burada.
Ah, okay. It's young years. Ah, okay. Oh, you change a lot.
Evet.
Çok değiştiniz.
Evet. Evet.
Nice. 54 yıl sadece Eminönü'nde.
Eminönü'nde, evet.
Güzel. Allah can sağlığı versin.
Amin, hepimize versin.
Teşekkürler. So how cool is that? He's been working in this spot in Eminönü, in this area, for 54 years. That's basically double of my life. So far I lived, and he's been dedicated his life for this. How cool is this? Alright, so normally you get just sleepers, but you have normal shoes. You just sit here, you put your leg there, and then it just cleans up for you. So this is a really old profession here. Some people does this with dignity, and some people try to make it different ways, like cheating people, more like a scamming way. But you can find normally old gentlemen where they are sitting in one place and they will charge you fair prices, and you can get your shoes cleaned, and also you can have a little interaction with them. Amca, İngilizceniz var mı? Do you speak little English? As us?
I am English, no Turkish.
No Turkish. only Turkish. Başka dil biliyor musunuz?
Yok.
Arapça? Bilmiyorsun. Sadece
Yok.
Türkçe.
Türkçe.
Okay. So he speaks
Kürtçe, Zazaca.
Kürtçe de biliyorsunuz.
Evet.
Tamam. So he speaks only Turkish.
Evet.
Aileniz var? İstanbul'da mı?
Var.
Çocuklar?
Burada.
Güzel. Kaç tane çocuk?
6.
6. He has 6 kids. 6 tane.
Evet.
Maşallah.
Eyvallah. Siz nerelisiniz?
Ben Azeriyim, Bakü'den.
Bakü'den, evet. Azeri Türk.
Evet. Ben Türk sayılırım zaten.
Evet. Sayılırım değil, Türk yani.
Evet, etnik olarak
Aynen,
Türk'üm.
Aynen.
Pasaport olarak Azerbaycan
Evet,
sayılırım.
yani o da Cumhurbaşkanı diyor ya
İki millet,
bir devlet.
iki devlet, bir
İki
millet.
devlet,
Aynen.
bir millet.
So there's a saying actually in by our politicians. They say we are two different nations but one nationality. So that's kind of like a slogan which we are using between Turkey and Azerbaijanians. I'm technically Turkic ethnically. I am also consider myself Turk in general, but as a passport wise I'm Azerbaijanian. But I speak the language and I feel very close with Turkey in general. So we have this brotherhood with our and as a country with the same nationality basically. All right, shoes is getting cleaned slowly. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Eyvallah,
Ellerinize sağlık.
Teşekkürler, sağ olun. Sağ olun.
So we are paying actually 50 lira, basically $2.50 for the cleaning. He's using so many different products. He's taking care of it very well. So $2.50 is a good price. Kaç tane müşteriniz oluyor her gün?
Şimdi şu anda pek iş yok.
Az.
Şöyle neden yok biliyor musun? Şimdi herkes şu cinsten ayakkabı giyiyor. Evet. Onun için işte herkes at.
Aynen. So he just teşekkürler. He just pointed out something very very interesting. He say everyone start using this type of shoes, basically like light sneakers, and that's why he has a less job, which is basically the times are changing, so the demand for them is also decreasing at the same time. So günlük kaç tane müşteri oluyor?
Şu anda çok düşük yani.
Çok düşük.
4-5.
4-5. Vay.
Şu anda iş yok.
Okay. So at the moment he has around 4-5 customers actually, which is actually very very low number to make a living. Çok teşekkür ederim.
Oldu ama.
Evet, güzel oldu. Tertemiz.
Evet.
They look beautiful and shining amazingly. 50 lira değil mi?
Evet.
Tamam. Bir saniye. Burada 150 var. Sizin. Teşekkür ederim. Kendinize iyi bakın.
Sağ olun.
Çok memnun oldum.
Baş üstüne.
Kendinize iyi
Sağ
bakın. Görüşürüz yine.
Çay ikram edebilirim.
Yok çok teşekkür ederim. Allah razı olsun. Görüşürüz. Bye bye.
emanet.
Teşekkürler. Alright. Such a nice gentleman. 54 years doing the same exact job in the same location. And that's the way for them making living, basically support their families. But yeah, having 6 kids, doing this job full time is a different life, which probably we young generation cannot really understand so far. So there's a this exit here, which takes you to the different side. Basically, just above us, there is actually highway. So this is one of the best ways to cross to the other side, and you can get to the boats. And that's exactly what we are doing. Going to get a boat, and then later on we're gonna go to the Asian side, which will take us around 30 minutes, maybe even less. Depends how far and how fast we go. It also depends how sea is choppy or it's quiet. So we'll see. I'm gonna show you that, but first I want to show you around. There are lots of these shops where you can get clothes, shoes. You're gonna buy some souvenirs and accessoires. There's always an option. And normally here they don't like to negotiate the price, so they have a fixed prices for tourists, for locals, so everyone get a fair deal. And once we exit to the other side, that's gonna be our iskeles. Iskele basically in Turkish means station, port, harbor, whatever you wanna call it. So in local language it's a iskele. And there are different iskeles here. One is on the left, and you have to find your destination name. So this one says Kadikoy, so that's exactly what we are going for. And I will show you how much you are paying for it too. So we're gonna use our Istanbul card to get to the other side. Always great option. You can also track the time here, like in 4 minutes there's actually next one going. So you just scan your card. We are paying 12 liras. And then this is a little station right here. Normally there's at least one cat in this area, which I cannot really see. But normally there's one cat in every station, in every iskele. But right now they're not here, so I cannot really show you. But we have the beautiful picture of Atatürk, which is the father of Turkey, founder of the Turkey. Very well respected man throughout the history, and that's why you see his picture in everywhere almost around the Turkey. So our boat is approaching slowly. This is a very modern and a new boat which we're gonna take to the other side. But to be exact, I want to give you the right price. So we are paying basically 12 liras, which is 60 cents. So basically for 60 cents, which is gonna take us from European side, where we are at the moment. This is Eminönü, gonna take us all the way to Kadikoy, the Asian side of it. Very excited. The boat is here, and in a few seconds we're gonna approach. Ha? Türkiye. Evet, Türkiye. Siz Türk müsünüz?
Atatürk.
Atatürk. Evet. Atatürk'ü hepimiz seviyoruz.
Tabii canım, o adam böyle Osmanlı iptal oldu.
Güzel. Sizin isminiz ne?
Evet, İsmail.
İsmail. Memnun oldum. Çok teşekkürler. Davut ben. Memnun oldum. He was giving a comments about Atatürk and Osmanlı. Osmanlı is basically the English version of it is Ottoman Empire. All right, we have the boat here. This is a very new one, and it actually makes things so much easier because it's so easy to unload people and upload people. I'm not sure if this is the right word to say for it, but yeah, people can get in easily and get out easily. So we're gonna go for it, guys. I'm still looking for the cat. If we have it, no, it's not here. Cats are taking a little rest, I guess. This door is closed actually. We're gonna go to other side. All right, time to get in.
Hemen hareketle Kadıköy seferini yapacaktır.
Çanta yok. Hemen harekete çık.
So this boat actually came empty. So there's nobody's getting out. But normally there are people getting out, and afterwards you proceed further. But this time it's only one-sided. It's the entrance to the boat. Super modern. We can go to the deck, and I can show you around too. This is the lower floor actually. As you can see, quite decent boat, new, modern, looks beautiful. It looks very clean too. And there's also a little cafe here where you can get a drink you want. You can get some tea, snacks, coffee if you like on the boat. And yeah, we have some drinks too here. Looks beautiful. Right, let's proceed further. Kolay gelsin İsmail Bey. Görüşürüz. This is the Mr. Ismail who we met in the station. All right, let's go up, and there's actually second floor. This is still inside of the boat. So during the winter normally you sit here, but right now it's a nice weather, so everyone actually gets out. But if you choose to be in calm place and a little bit warmer, then you can choose stay here. Otherwise, you can also proceed to the next floor, third floor, which is upstairs. here we go. It's gonna be a little windy. Let me show you first, and then later we decide where we sit. Here we go. This is the last floor, the third floor. There's the views to Istanbul. Right, I think we're gonna have our stop right somewhere here, so we can still have our conversation and then show you around. So that was quite fast. These boats are moving quite on time, so they don't have such a delays or anything. So this is the magical views. This is the Egyptian market right there. We have a beautiful mosques in the distance, one here, two here, third behind. And later on we can see Hagia Sophia and Sultanahmet Mosque. This is the Galata Tower or Galata Bridge with the same name. There is a Galata Tower in the distance. And we have also the tram on top of the bridge right there. Right. I think I'm gonna go downstairs because it's quite windy right here. Can have a better conversation right here, somewhere in the back maybe. Yeah, it's less windy right here. Beautiful. So how cool is that? For 12 lira basically you are taking a boat from one side. It's like a 50 cent, 60 cents. And how cool is that? Because it's actually day-to-day life of the people here in Istanbul. So they are going to work, going to see the relatives, or just traveling for a business. And as a tourist, you can hop onto the same boat and pay very little money and go see another world, another part of Istanbul. And but there are also like touristic boats. I think one of these ones probably will be touristic ones, which gonna take you around the Bosphorus. And you can see around. But if you want to just be independent and you want to hop onto the boat and go to another side, how cool is that? For such a good price you can just travel around with Istanbul card. You don't have to buy tickets, you just scan and then go. So this is our views. This is actually Topkapı right here, which is a very iconic place in Istanbul to visit too. And this is the top of the Hagia Sophia right now here, we can see. And later on we're gonna see also Sultanahmet, which you can actually see. So right now on the right side is Hagia Sophia, on the left side, or maybe it's not that one. But this is, okay, I can see now. This is Hagia Sophia, and on the right down is the Sultanahmet. And then iconic Turkish flag, always. Very interesting exercise you can do next time you are in Istanbul. Wherever you stand in Istanbul, you can see Turkish flag very easily. So right now, while I'm looking around, I can already see one Turkish flag. I can see another one, two there. I can see third one right there. We have a one here, number 4. So at least you will see 2 different Turkish flags wherever you stand in Istanbul with the view. How cool is this? Alright, this seems like some cruise ship taking people around, and they have a Istanbul stop probably. Yeah. Alright guys, once we are in an Asian side in Kadikoy, I'm gonna connect with you later. We just arrived to the Asian side, guys. We are in Kadikoy, which is one of my favorite places here in Istanbul. And as soon as you arrive, there's these little shops here where they are selling some flowers, which is nice, which we might get later on. And there's also, at the moment, elections are coming, which will happen, I think, in a few weeks. So they are distributing some stuff. Trying to get the people's vote basically to be in power for the next few years. So that's why you see lots of these campaigns everywhere around Istanbul specifically, because it's one of the mostly populated city. in Turkey. Turkey has over 85 million population, so quite a huge country, and also big country actually. Yeah, and one of my favorite. All right, guys, this is the main area. There's also a tram line in this part of Istanbul too, and we're gonna proceed to the center where we're gonna find all the restaurants, cafes, and a little bazaar. That's gonna be our first objective actually, to show you the little bazaar with all this fresh veggies and fruits, and they're also selling fish there, which is one of my favorite and very exciting part of coming to Kadikoy area. And later on we might get some food, and also we'll get some lunch. Kadikoy is one of these areas in Istanbul, has a little bit alternative living into it, so you find lots of young generation here, also lots of students here, and in general very different vibe than other parts of Istanbul, where it's very touristy and mostly old generation where they live. But here is a more young vibe and also alternative living. You can find people who has a different taste with the music, different style in the clothing, and in general different vibe and different like a nature into it. It's very interesting and very different than rest of Istanbul. When you come here you will feel it. Lots of bars, also cafes, and also this is the bazaar area I was talking about. So we have a very fresh fish right here. Merhabalar. Kolay gelsin. And as you can see how the fish is so red, it shows that how fresh is it. Maybe we get some fish maybe. Let's see what we have on the other side, and then later on we're gonna get to the vegetable side. There's also more shops here. Maybe we get some salmon possibly, or we can get this istavrit. It's a little fish, I guess. Kolay gelsin. Let's see if this gentleman has the istavrit. Oh, here we go. Abicim, istavrit alabilir miyim lütfen?
Tabii. Ne kadar?
Kaç para?
170.
170. So 1 kilo is 170 liras. 100 lira? Lütfen. 100 lira lütfen.
Tamam babacığım, ayıp.
That would be nice to fry it as well. So 100 lira basically, but the 1 kilo is 100.
Bak gördün mü?
Yok. Sadece 100 lira var.
Sen adamsın adam.
Teşekkürler.
Tabii gülüm. Al yani 2 dakika.
Bunu normalde temizliyorsunuz değil mi?
Temizleriz abi.
So they will oh wow, that was a good shot.
Hadi öyle parayı. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Buraya mı atmam gerekiyor?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Sifta mı?
Ha, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hadi bakalım.
Oh, this is where is the money,
Ay.
huh?
O da boş.
Daha boş.
Ha, kalacak.
So Sifta is basically I'm the first customer, and that's why he put the money on the products
Buyur efendim.
for better luck and for better business. So I'm very lucky too to be first customer, as much as he's lucky to get the business from me. And this is where they are keeping their money, and the gentleman is cleaning up the fish slowly. Abi bakabiliyor muyum nasıl temizlediğine? Mümkün mü?
Bakabilirsin.
Teşekkür ederim. So he allows me to go inside,
Sana da bakabilirsin. Evet buyurun efendim, tavsiyeler.
and slowly cleaning process is going on here. He's cutting the head
Evet, Sardalya.
and then cleaning up whatever is not needed, takes out this part and throw it out to the water to clean the blood, and then later on it's gonna be ready for us to take away and then serve, fry probably. Not sure completely what I'm gonna do with it, but probably just fry it and then eat it. Filling the fresh water. Çok teşekkürler. İsminiz ne?
Memleket nere?
Azerbaycan.
Azerbaycan.
Azerbaycan. Sizin memleket neresi?
Diyarbakır.
Diyarbakır. Diyarbakır güzel. Yeah. So, get some fish. Bunu sonra alabilir miyim?
Tamam gülüm. Tamam. Dolaşsın.
So we're gonna get some fruits and veggies from this part. I might get my favorite fruits here, which is merhabalar, kolay gelsin. This is right now is a season for this. Canirik çıtır çıtır.
Evet.
Bunun ismi ne? Çanırık mı?
Canirik, bir de
Canirik.
bir de papaz erik var.
Ah. So there's two types actually. This one's called çanırık and this one called super papaz. Hangisi daha iyi? Which one is good?
İkisi de güzel. O ekşi, bu
Biraz
tatlı.
ekşi olur.
Ah, bu tatlı.
Evet.
Okay, this one is a little bit more sweet and this one is more sour,
buyurun.
basically. Şeyden, ekşiden alabilir miyim lütfen?
ne kadar?
Bir 100 lira. 100 lira çok olacak. 50 olsun.
Tamam.
So half a kilo basically. We were getting
Şöyle-
for 50 lira.
Paket vereyim sana.
Süper olur.
Bunlar 100 lira.
De,
Hem daha güzel.
Güzel.
Bu daha güzel. Bu böyle 100 lira.
Tamam. Bu 100. Tamam. Ama 100 çok olacak ya.
Güzel, yersin bunu.
It's like, this is nice. You will eat it later. It's good. I'm like, it's too much, but no. He pushed me to get 1 kilo. It's fine. I'm gonna enjoy it probably later. So you have all these fresh veggies here. We have çilek, which is basically the strawberries. It's a season for it too. You have all these fresh veggies. Teşekkürler. Kolay gelsin.
Eyvallah.
You have all these fresh veggies too. These are all greens. You can make a salads. Kolay gelsin abi. And then we have tomatoes, different types. We have all these beans here.
Buyurun.
This is really what I love about Mediterranean area, especially coming to Turkey, that you have always very fresh veggies and fruits, and which obviously makes your food very tasty too. All right, let's see if our fish is ready. Our fish is ready, brother.
Çıktı.
Çıktı mı? Tamam mı? Çok teşekkürler. Oo, nice throw.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. İngilizce var mı biraz?
Yok be, Kürtçe var ben.
Türkçe.
Kürtçe.
Güzel. Kürtçe de var. Kürtçe, Türkçe.
Kürtçe.
Güzel. Çok teşekkürler. Kolay gelsin. Görüşürüz. Bye bye. Alright guys, we did our shopping a little bit here. Kolay gelsin. And obviously olives very very famous here too. So people eat it with their food normally. You can get different types, different colors, different taste into it too. It's amazing. I love this part. It's like so exciting. You get a fresh meat right here. Everything you are looking for. As long as you have money, you have everything basically here to eat healthy and have a beautiful life in Istanbul. So it's one of the places that I actually can easily come and live here. Merhaba. Yeah, Istanbul is amazing. From the food perspective, from the people perspective, I really love and makes me so much happy to be here, and also makes me feel like home because everything is familiar to me, considering the food, people, the tastes, and everything. So, but you should have a good money to have a great life in Istanbul, which might be a little bit harder actually with having the situation with inflation and other stuff, and the things are getting very expensive. During the evening, this place gets very chaotic. You will not find even table in these restaurants here. So they're serving a fish with raki, Turkish raki, which is a very very famous alcoholic drink. So that's the best combination, basically having a fish and having a raki, and they sing, they dance and enjoy the evening normally here. So right now it's quite early. It's not even lunchtime at the moment. It's almost 11 a.m. So you don't get the chance to see this place like super full. But I'm slowly proceeding to get a lunch, which I have my favorite place. I'm gonna find it in a few minutes, and then later I'm gonna connect with you. It is a very very colorful street here, and I would say it's more Instagrammable, I think, than European side. Look at this beautiful building here in the middle of all other buildings. It's the only one standing out with a red color. You can get lots of souvenirs here, more like a handmade, so less machine made and massively made. And this is one of my favorite shops too, Irma Boutique. They have very unique dresses always. It's more like a retro style and vintage style. I really like it, even though it's for women, but I still appreciate it and always come to see what the new collection they have. There's, as I said, very colorful, very creative people are here, which means you can also see lots of artwork on the street. And I want to take you to this place, which we just arrived. It's called Bütme Evi. This is one of my come-to places in Kadikoy area where you can get a breakfast. Basically, they serve breakfast. They also serve gözleme, which is icons of Turkish cuisine. Quite a fast way to make it, and quite like a little bit of street food. But once it's done with the right people, once it's done with by the old grandmother, it always tastes much better. And we have the mantı here as well. So we're gonna go check out and have a lunch if they allow us to film here, so I can show you how the ladies are making it too. Merhabalar. Kolay gelsin. Film yapabilir miyim? Mümkün mü? Film yapabilir miyim YouTube için? Teşekkürler. So we've been allowed to film here. So this is where the lady is making the gözleme, which we're gonna order later on. So if they're getting quite busy, normally there will be like 3 different ladies sitting and doing the gözleme and mantı. So we're gonna have some gözleme, I think, with some greens. Merhabalar. Burada oturabilir miyim?
Tabii ki, buyurun.
Teşekkürler. Ne tavsiye ediyorsunuz? So this is their menu. Gözlemelerden ne tavsiye ediyorsunuz?
Ne istersiniz? Burada istediğiniz gibi buraya bağlı kalmadan
Tamam.
karıştırabilirsiniz.
Peynirli...
Her türlü karışır.
Öyle mi?
Seversin. İstediğinle karıştırabilirsin. Bunlar da
Oh,
öyle
güzel.
karışırlar.
So you can,
Karşına bunlardan da kullanabilirsin.
so basically you can get any mix you want from here. There's mixed ones on the right side. So these ones are like 3 mix. This one is actually 4 different mixes. This is English. Okay. So this one is actually English, so it's easier to understand. You can get 2 ingredients, 3, 4, 5. So basically the price changing based on that. Buradan bir tane şey yesem hangisi olması gerekiyor sizce?
Siz ne
Tamam. Peynirli etli oluyor mu? Peynirli
Et
Tamam.
mi seviyorsun?
et güzel olur. Evet.
Kıyma kaşar. İstersen
Kıyma
böyle
kaşar.
yoğurtlu da yiyebilirsin.
Tamam.
Onun gözlemenin yoğurtlu şeklinde yapılır.
Öyle mi? Tamam. O zaman bunu deneyelim. Etli ama olsun.
Tamam,
Lütfen.
kıyma olsun.
Kıyma olsun aynen.
Kaşar.
Kaşarlı, kıymalı. Aynen.
İstersen mantar da koyabilirsin.
Super. So we are getting basically meat mix with a cheese. It's gonna be served with yogurt on the top. So that's gonna be our go-to.
İstersen sarımsaklı, istersen sarımsaklı.
Yok, sarımsaksız olsun. Bir de çay alacağım lütfen. Teşekkürler.
Kıyma kaşar mantar mı yapıyorum?
Aynen. Çok teşekkürler. Alright. This is our food choice for now. See you in a while once the food is ready. Maybe I'm gonna show you how she's making it actually. Bir şey sorabilir miyim? Müziğin sesini kısabiliyor muyuz lütfen? Teşekkürler. Right. She's in the process of making it. First, we have the dough. She's just opening it up first, and then later on, she's gonna put all the things I asked for. Bu benimki değil mi? Şimdi yapılan. Süper. Teşekkür ederim. She has all the cheese and different type of cheese meat next to her. You can see the greens right here. So this is basically the first step to open it up as big as possible. And then she's putting some cheese. That's meat, I'm assuming. Yeah, this is the kıyma değil mi bu?
Evet. Acı ister misin?
Yok, acı olmasın. She's asking if I want a spicy. No. Beautiful. Little mix right there. And then she's gonna close it up. Alright, it's ready. And as a flip, then closing up the edges. Beautifully done. And then it goes to here, which is called saj. I think they're using the gas underneath. And then she's gonna do a nice roll and then boom. Perfect. Çok teşekkürler. Ellerinize sağlık. She's very, very sweet. So it will take us a few minutes. Then once the food is ready, I'm gonna show you the real review, how it tastes and how it looks like as well. Teşekkürler. Alright guys, we have our food here, which is covered with the yogurt on the top, and we have some dry herbs on top of it, and inside is basically the pastry. We have the meat, we have a mushroom, and also cheese mix. So it's basically we have 3 ingredients inside, and always when you ask for food, always there's some type of a salad, or you get this salted veggies too. And also we have an iconic Turkish tea, as always. It always go great with the food. Let's try this out. I'm gonna set you up. I think that should be great angle for you to see me what I'm doing exactly. So this is how the food looks like. Just the yogurt is already cold, which means makes it food a little bit colder, so you should eat it quite straight away. And the sauce has a little bit garlic into it, so you get the garlic taste too. Tastes amazing, super fresh, made by the grandmother just in front of you. How cool is this? It's still very, very hot, so even there's a cold yogurt on top of it. But yeah, I'm gonna take my time slowly, enjoy the food. Even it's not like completely lunchtime, it's more like a brunch right now. I had a little breakfast, so I'm going for this just for like lunch, but it's not really lunchtime. Alright, let's try our tea too. Normally tea doesn't come with sugar, but you can always have sugar on the table, so you can just add it and then drink your tea as you like. But normally I drink my tea without sugar. Beautiful. Let me show you my view. Basically this is the view. We have our food, we have our salted veggies, tea, the views to outside, and you can see the grandmother making the food right there. I just destroyed the table. It was so good, so smooth as well to eat, and super fresh. So it's time to pay, and then we're gonna leave slowly from the place. This is the name of the place. It's called Bütme Evi. If you put it on Google, you will find it very, very easily. One of the very famous places here if you want to try some local food and get a real taste by the grandmother here. Çok teşekkürler. Benim borcum ne kadar? So we have çay parayla mı parasız mı çay? Parayla. Ne kadar çay?
8.
8. And yemek ne kadardı?
70.
70. Tamam. Burada 100 var. Çok teşekkür ederim. Kalsın kalan. So we paid basically 78 lira, which is great price. Çok teşekkürler. Elinize sağlık. Burada 200 lira var. Sizin olacak. Teşekkür ederim. Görüşürüz yine de. Kolay gelsin. Görüşürüz. Bye bye. Bye bye. Wow, she's been super nice, very smiling, and also she was trying to explain what she's doing. Nice person, and also nice place, guys. Very quiet if you want to get some good food and also enjoy the real taste here in Kadikoy. But all around the place you find this type of bars and cafes and restaurants, so there are lots of choices and different businesses. Depends what type of environment you like. If you want more quiet bars, you can get it here. If you want somewhere with a live music, which they do in the evening, so you can come and relax. But obviously it's a morning, so there's not much action going on at the moment. But I see that the bars and the cafes are actually open, so great. We had a very nice food by the grandmother in a local place. Next we are heading to get some good coffee. After great Turkish food, we need a great Turkish coffee, and I have a very specific place which I wanna take you to there straight away and then show you how the process will be. See you in a while. So there's one specific street here where you can get your coffee. There are different coffee shops, but I'm gonna take you to one specifically, which is my favorite, and it's right here, called Fazil Bey'in Türk Kahvesi. There's actually 2 locations in Kadikoy, but you have to come to this one specifically. It's a really nice place. They grind the coffee here, they roast it here, everything been done in place. Merhabalar. It's been operating since 1923. How cool is this? Quite a old and iconic place. You can also get your coffee if you want to make it at home. But I normally come here just to get my coffee made by the gentleman and drink it here. And then later proceed wherever I'm going. Abi nasılsın?
Teşekkür ederim. Sen nasılsın?
İyiyim. Hoş bulduk. Nasıl gidiyor?
Aynı.
İyisiniz.
Bıraktığın gibi. Sen gezmeye devam.
Teşekkür ederim.
Afiyetle için.
Bir orta kahvenizi alırım lütfen.
Tamam.
Çok teşekkür ederim. Burayı çekebilir miyim? Bakabilir miyim?
Keyfine göre.
Super. So they have really old machines actually. They make. So şimdi
Görüşmek üzere.
bu proses ne abi?
Bu şu anda kavruluyor.
Kavruluyor. Okay. So they are roasting it right now. So
Bak. Çekirdek bu şekilde.
these are the normal beans, and then it's
Rengi
getting,
dönmeye başlıyor.
and then it change the color right here,
Kavrulunca da bu şekilde.
and then this is the final product, which looks a little bit different. And this is the first start point.
Sonra da
And
bu
then
şekilde oluyor.
and then next they're putting it in these drawers, and then afterwards they are serving it right here. So you can actually get the coffee. You can see the price here. 100 gram is like 27 lira. It's a quite reasonable prices. So it's a little bit more than $1 basically for 100 grams. Çok teşekkürler. Coffee yapmanızı da bakabilir miyim lütfen? Okay, it's okay. It's getting done right now. And these are the machines they're using to make the Turkish coffee. And then it always comes with 1 lokum and then the water. So yeah, this place is really iconic. Yukarıya da bakabilir miyim lütfen? So they also have upstairs, which I want to show you. Meanwhile, our coffee getting done by the gentleman. So they already know me here because I come here quite often. I also bring my family and friends when they're here in Turkey. They also have this little room here. They have a toilet. If you want to come for toilet, normally you have to go to the upstairs. But there's also little corners. I think during the winter would be such a beautiful atmosphere here, just to sit here while you're watching outside and surrounded by these old pictures of Istanbul, and yeah, looks amazing. This is where we started our journey. It's called Eminönü, but this is 1958, so 60s. And this is a Kasımpaşa, same year, 1959. So yeah, it's beautiful. You can come if you have a date, sit down upstairs, enjoy your coffee while you have a little bit more privacy, or you can just sit outside and watch people as they are passing by. We have a really narrow street case here, so you have to be careful. And there's a little nice lamp in the middle of nowhere. Alright, our coffee is ready. Let's show it off. This is our coffee. Bu benim abi değil mi? Evet. Çok teşekkür ederim. Fazil Bey'in yeri 23 yılından beri değil mi?
Evet.
Güzel. So it's 1923 since this place is operating. Burası orijinal yer değil mi? Çünkü
Orijinal
bir tane
yer.
daha var o tarafta. Burası. So buradan başladı her şey. Okay. So they have actually two spots, but this is the main part where it all started. 1923. Belki orada oturayım ya ben.
Nasıl istersen.
Arkadaşlar rahatsız etmeyelim. Alright. We're gonna sit here. Enjoy our coffee. Çok teşekkürler. So guys, wanna come here, get your coffee while you are sitting and you can watch people. This is what I was talking about, this like one street where there are different coffee stations. But this is definitely the iconic, and I've been recommended about this place while I was doing like TikTok live, and someone said, oh, while you are in Kadikoy you should go get Fazil Bey's coffee, and I came, and since then it's my favorite place. I have no idea who recommended me that name, but I'm very thankful I'm still here. I come every time I come to Istanbul, I'm here. Right, I think our coffee is really hot, so we should be careful. Really hot, but it tastes amazing. So I normally go for a half sugar, and then you wanna get a little bit dessert. Normally you have this lokum. It's made out of sugar basically. It's really easy to eat, you just swallow it. And lokum means swallow basically, because it's so easy to eat. Alright guys, this is Kadikoy. Once I finish my coffee, we're gonna proceed later to go to different places. Alright, the coffee is done. It's time to go slowly. Abi ne kadar? 40. Tamam. Burada 70 var. Teşekkürler.
Afiyet olsun.
Ellerinize sağlık. Her zamanki gibi çok güzel. Görüşürüz. Bye bye. Coffee was amazing. So we paid basically 40 lira. Normally the prices are between 40, 50, depends where you are, I guess. But 40 liras is a quite good price. So there are lots of food sections here. As I mentioned, food is a big part of Turkish living and lifestyle, and they really value their food, so it should be fresh, it should be good. That's why there's a big competition always among the restaurants and the cafes. So anything you eat in Turkey, in Istanbul in general, you get a quality food. So it's always high quality with made by amazing people. As we proceed further, you can find lots of different desserts here. It's another good and favorite shop of mine where you can get your sweets. And I have one specific thing which I always get, is that tower thing. So I always get at least one of this. It's called acı badem. It basically translates as how to say, badem is basically almond, and acı means can be spicy or more like burning. I'm not sure what would be the right. Here we go. We have the translation. It's called bitter almond cookie. So badem stands for almond, acı stands for bitter. So this is my favorite snack, which I'm gonna get right now. It costs only 46, so almost the same price as the coffee. Let's see who's gonna serve us. Maybe this gentleman. Merhaba, kolay gelsin. Bir tane acı badem alabilir miyim lütfen? Teşekkürler. Look at this. It's all amazing treasures here. Oh, look at this. These are sweets, I guess, too. Made in a shape of fruits and veggies. Cucumber, strawberries, eggplants, corn, and all other chocolate choices here. 50 lira. Çok teşekkürler. Ödemeyi orada yapıyoruz değil mi?
Hikmet Bey bir acı badem.
Teşekkür.
Ben de bir acı badem alabilir miyim?
Aynen. Bu da 50 var. Çok teşekkür ederim. Kolay gelsin. Alright. Acı badem is guaranteed. And these are some baklavas and badem, şekerpare. These are all iconic desserts for Turkey.
Bazen diyorlar bu olmaz mı hediye alıyoruz. Vallahi çoğunu kendi alsın. Boş verin.
Çok pardon. So if you cannot control your mouth in Turkey, you can gain weight quite fast because everything is so delicious here. So if you eat in a big quantities, then it's gonna be a little bit trouble for you. But if you're on a vacation for 1 week, 2 weeks, please don't hesitate. Try out everything you can and decide what's the best for you. So for the next time, you know exactly what to eat mainly. But everything is great here, and not too many spicy food as other countries I have been recently, like South Asian countries. So spiciness of the food is not there, but you can always add if you want something spicy, but normally Turkish food is not. So we are proceeding back slowly. This is actually the another Fazil-based Türk kahvesi. This is the another location, but this is actually not the first one. So the one I've been and where I drink my Turkish coffee is the original place. So we are proceeding slowly, getting back to the port to take the boat to go back to European side, because that's where I'm staying. As you can see, it's been a 1 hour and a half. It's been getting like more crazy right now, so it's more busy, more sounds, more music. But our goal is to finalize the video by purchasing some flowers from the lady right there, just to contribute to the business. I don't really need the flowers, but we can have a look how much the things cost and what we can get from the lady here. Merhabalar, kolay gelsin. Nasılsınız? İyisiniz? Bana bir karışık gül yapabiliyor musunuz?
Karışık gül.
Evet. Ama yok onlar değil. Daha başka.
Bunlardan
Bunlar kaç para?
sana 20 lira olsun.
Bu 20. Bir tanesi 20. Tamam. Maybe we just get that, or we can just get also something like this. Bunlar ne kadar? Maybe let's ask for price of this. Bunlar ne kadar?
Onlar 50.
50. Tamam. So these are 50 lira, these ones. Or we can get a rose for 20. Let's see. Let's get a rose. Tamam. O zaman bundan bir tane alacağım. Just one of this. 20 değil mi? Normalde fiyat kaç?
50.
Tamam. Teşekkürler. Kolay gelsin. Görüşürüz. Kalsın 50 sizde. Bye bye. Alright, she was like, normally it's 50 lira, but for you 20. That's more than 50% discount for me, for no reason, I guess. Alright, we are back to the port area. Kolay gelsin.
Kolay gelsin.
Teşekkürler.
Size de kolay gelsin.
Sağ olun. So this is the campaign they do. This political parties, they're trying to promote whatever. So they're promising stuff to the nation by being super loud here and giving out handovers like this. Obviously I'm not interested and I will not vote even because I don't live here. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. And we have a doggy here. Look at this doggy. They're just sleeping on the middle of the road. So this is the way you can follow to get to the İskele, basically station, to different parts of Istanbul, but mainly we are going for a Karaköy and Eminönü because that's our final destination. Now my hands are full. Flower, dessert, political party, whatever, which we gonna put it in the trash. Not interested. I just got it for you guys to understand what's happening. And we're gonna Eminönü. Okay. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. 1 second. All right. Seems like it's a time for it. Ah, here we go. I have a flower, I have a dessert, and getting back to the boat to go back to European side. And the weather is getting better and better. Less windy and sun is shining. And this is a different boat than we took last time. So this one has a different structure where you can sit and how you can sit. Different style, different sitting. They also have a little cafe behind too, so you can get coffee, you can get some snacks as you like while you're enjoying your ride back to different parts of Istanbul. Here we are. This is the back side of the boat. You can also take the stairs to go upstairs. I think it's very, very busy right now. Yeah, indeed. Very busy. So let's go downstairs. Alright guys, we are heading back to European side. Thank you so much for being part of the video. Gonna finalize the video here, and I will see you in the next one from Istanbul, from Turkey. See you, bye bye.